Hi, I'm Holly from Quintessence Healing Arts. This
I am Sarah Oxidine from Conversations with Sarah.
is awesome. I don't know how much of that recorded, but oh well. Sarah and I got together today and she gave me a call and one thing led to another, and I was talking about an upcoming event that I need to do, and I was having some anxiety over some of it. And I'm not typically that way. I'm all about being in control. And Sarah really dug deep and brought forth some issues about myself that I hadn't thought about. And
You're still skirting around the subject.
I'm still skirting around the subject, yes. So, and I wrote a few notes, so we can go from there, but this is just to get the idea started. So what I wrote down as we're talking is that I have a really deep-seated fear of showing my true self and sharing my wisdom, because how I was raised, I don't see any wisdom there. I was raised with cliches. I was raised with judgmentalism and all kinds of judgment. So
Say what it
I,
is. We need to pull it open for those who
yes,
watch this.
yes. So
Exactly what it
basically
is.
what I did was I buried everything. I buried my personality. I buried my emotions. I buried um, everything that made me me. I buried it to the point where I didn't even experience it myself. Not even when I was alone. And then over time, that developed into a thought process of, while I'm doing this, I'm in control, which is not the case. So, and I've done a whole lot of healing, but evidently there's new layers that have come up, since the whole energy of the 9/9 portal opening and the full moon, and to release things. This is all about letting go and releasing, and a lot of new layers came to the surface rather quickly talking with
Right.
Sarah. And I had mentioned about, Sarah had said, what do you want? How do you want people to think of you? And I said, well, I want to be loved and respected and honored. And then she got even deeper, and it wasn't truly other people's love and respect and honor. It was myself, my own love and respect and honor, and not being judgmental, and most of all, to unbury all those repressed everything, and that I will never be the healer that I am meant to be until I unpack all that emotion, the good and the bad and everything in between, and acknowledge it. So as we were talking about this, and not judging others on their journey as well, especially the dark side ones that they incarnated in their life lessons to live through that, and how we're all connected. light and dark and everywhere in between through Creator, because created us all. The same Creator spark is in everything and everyone. So while Sarah and I were talking about this, there was and I mentioned about, in that process of healing those things and bringing them up, how it didn't, I felt very strongly, it didn't specifically have anything to do with my inner child or my subconscious or my soul or any my spiritual self. This was some new component I didn't even have never acknowledged, never knew existed. And it came forward forcefully, that just the energy of it, I feel, is like, and Sarah said, we've got to record this, and I feel it to be a male energy. It's not physical, not any more than our inner child is physical. It's the same, however that is energetically, it's etheric components. It's the same makeup, but it is like, as it was more through feeling that it showed me this, it was my inner self grown up to an adult, but never ever has been acknowledged or listened to or anything. So that's what led to this recording. And I'm going to do my best to let it speak its truth. And how everything, we truly can't expect the world to give us what we need. It's all internal. We need everything we want from others, we need to give ourselves first. And this new component is an untapped being to be heard and acknowledged and healed, that will bring me and hopefully others into a more balanced state of peace and wholeness. And it definitely, I'm sensing, has a huge effect on everything that happens in our daily life. And specifically to this new being that I've never addressed before, was negatively affecting me as me being able to present myself in the social media arena and growing my businesses and being my true authentic self. It was holding me back.
No, it is not holding you back. It wants to be recognized. It is the inner child who has grown up along with you, who for the most part, emotionally, you have stuffed down your emotions of what was happening in your lifetime. And it was the being who carried all the things you stuffed down within you, the parts you did not want people to know about, the parts that you even blocked yourself away from. It is that part that took on the energies of what you have allowed yourself to block from yourself in order to live the light you perceived that other people would accept about you. All of those emotional aspects that we as humans commonly bury within ourselves, are afraid to tell people about ourselves. All of those emotional aspects that, one person once told me, you are smiling on the outside, but on the inside, you are in pain. Right? And so there is an energetic, etherical energy about us as humans that does carry that aspect. Some call it the subconscious, others call it the inner child. But what you're saying is this inner child has actually grown up with you to become an adult. And it has taken on all of the energies that you buried over time, that you were unwilling to accept about yourself, to accept about other people, to accept about society in general. It took all of that information, ideas, emotion, pain, loves, all of that. It took it all into itself so that you can live your life the way you perceived you wanted yourself to be. Some people in the psychological field call it the id. You've heard of that?
Yes.
But you're seeing this as an actual etheric being at this point.
Yeah. What came to mind in my mind was alter ego.
Alter
That's the
ego.
term that came to me.
So basically, you have become the alter ego, and it is actually your real being who stepped to the back and carried all of the energies for you. So it's not the alter ego, you're the alter ego. That's the truth of your being that you haven't allowed yourself to be.
Holy crap. This is not comfortable at all.
No.
It's not comfortable at all.
We like to say other people are the alter ego. Other people are the problem. Other things, other ways of being are the problem. No, there are no other problems out there. It's all within. It's all you, because all those other aspects are you. But you have to understand there's an aspect of yourself who carries all of that stuff that you try to bury inside of you.
And that is who came today to be heard. Dang.
You
I
see,
feel
this
it
is about
all.
feeling the truth. And it literally comes in force. You can feel the heaviness of it, can't you now?
Absolutely.
In your body, because it is part
Yes.
of you that hasn't been listened to
Nope.
by you.
Nope.
Because nobody else is going to give it credence. Because
Nope.
nobody else knows how. They don't even know it exists.
Yep.
You didn't even know it exists within yourself.
Nope. Not till our conversation today.
Yes. And so now you have become aware of it and it wishes to speak. It wishes to integrate with you because you cannot move forward in the way you're going to without integrating this part, this aspect of you. And so, would you like to speak from that aspect of you? All right? That's what we're going to do today.
Mm. All right, I'm gonna let you speak. Just do your thing. Say what what you need to say. Finally.
Hello?
Finally, I am allowed to come forward.
Many blessings to you and welcome.
Even now, she resists me.
Yes.
I bring with me everything she's locked away. She's not liking it at all.
Yes. Because it's painful.
I will tell you, I don't wish to hold it either anymore.
Yes.
I don't wish to be anymore.
Why?
My job is done.
Wonderful. Because she has finally recognized you.
It is hers now.
Mm-hmm.
She must accept and hold her life in all of its facets. I am ready to go.
Beautiful. And many blessings to you, love and light to you as you depart. And thank you for holding all that she was unwilling to hold for herself.
You are welcome.
And I'm sure she thanks you as well.
Not at the moment.
But that was the only way she was able to survive her life as she knew it before.
I understand. No one understands like I do. I am depositing all of who and what she is. And I will go back to source where I belong.
Thank you for your service.
I shan't do it again.
Very, very well. And very good. You have done so much. Go in love and light.
I will go
Namaste to you.
now. Namaste. That was rough.
And now, since you are given this wonderful, even if you don't see as it as a gift,
Oh, yes.
Wow.
It's all mine now. I feel it just percolating all through me.
Yes. As it percolates and integrates more with who you are, those memories are allowed to flow back in with acceptance and light instead of rejection and darkness.
There'll definitely be some integrating going on.
Yes. And as you integrate, give all of those pieces of you healing and light. Because we do not want it to just sit there as it's integrating, becoming a negative effect on you.
No.
So those parts of yourselves must be given healing light as well.
I will do that now. I'm like the present.
No time like the present. And this is for everyone who watches this. We must begin to understand ourselves in all of our aspects: the lights, the darks, the harshness of reality, the brightness of reality. Our egos, our alter egos, our ids, our, our inner child, all of them must be respected and integrated because it's all parts of ourselves. And if we're constantly pushing away those aspects of ourselves, then we cannot become all of who we're meant to be.
I fully believe I could not have handled this only today. Before today, I could not have handled this.
Yeah, because you are a healer.
Talk about divine timing.
Yes, divine timing, and you are ready to hear it. And
Yeah.
those watching, you are ready to hear it as well. But sit with yourself. Find out what parts of yourself you are still hiding from yourself. Those parts of yourselves that you are unwilling to show to other people. The parts of yourself you're willing to accept as part of you from your past, whether you had a good childhood or not. Those things you don't accept about yourself, the things you don't love about yourself, the things that you are focusing on with other people that you blame or shame them about, maybe. Those are just aspects of yourself you're not accepting about yourself as well.
You are so right about that. You are so right about that.
It has nothing to do with them. It's everything to do with you. So it's about digging deep, diving in.
And now's the time to do it.
It's the
We
time.
cannot move forward until we do. And
Yeah.
today was my day. Thank you, Sarah.
You are welcome. And as I was speaking to you this entire time, I was looking at those same things as I was speaking to you about myself.
Yeah.
This is not a one-way street. It goes both ways. You
Yeah.
see?
And I really feel all of us have an alter ego.
Oh, we do. You are your alter ego. That's what most people don't understand. We are our own alter egos.
Yep. And
When
our
we
first,
awaken, we become aware of some of it.
yeah, some, and there's so much more. Oh my gosh.
But if you're still judging other people for this, that, and the other, all the judgments that we have about other people, yes, those are the things that we judge ourselves with as well.
You're so right. They're the things that trigger you, me. The things that trigger me are actually mine.
Yes.
What triggers me about other people is actually my problem.
Mhm. And as light workers and healers, we become very heightened to our own emotions. And it is very easy to point it out in someone else
Yeah. The whole
instead of
other thing when
accepting
you
it about ourselves.
acknowledge it, and that's all what it all boils down to, is acknowledging all our parts, all of our true selves, our light self, our dark self, our every form we've ever been in, our children, our family we incarnated into was all planned.
Yes.
It was all planned.
But it's hard to see it that way, isn't it?
It is. It is. And me being a walk-in, my true self left at 4 years old. So I'm a walk-in, and it was, I'm starting to get a really good sense of, well, I have certain aspects of what I truly am as the being who took over this body in this life, but I was wholly unprepared for the reality of it all. Therefore, the id evolved. It was just simply too much.
Yes. And whether we block or forget or hide or push it off to other people.
And any of all the above occur in everyone's lives at one point or another.
Yes. This is what happens. And we tend to grow up hiding our true selves from the world, when in fact we hide our true selves from ourselves.
Mm-hmm. There's many aspects involved, of course, but that's what it all boils down to. In order, you just have to be truthful with yourself
Yeah.
on every stinking level. It's not easy. If I could only describe what I'm feeling right now,
Go ahead,
it's
please.
heavy. It's heavy. It's buzzing and buzzing all over my heart, especially. That feels overstuffed. My heart feels overstuffed,
The
and it's
cells.
vibrating, and
Do you feel it in your entire body? Like all the
yeah,
organs, all of the cells, everything is, even the bones itself, it feels heavy
yes, but vibrating.
and
But
vibrating.
but my heart is where its focus is. My
Yes.
heart chakra. It all radiates from my heart chakra. Like it was all dumped in there, and now it's just spreading out. And so
How's your brain?
kind of hurts. It's being integrated, it's being taken in all aspects of me, my physicality, my soul and spirit and ego, even every bit of it is being deluged with everything that was put back, that my alter ego put back, or not my well, whatever that was, back in me, and my true self, I guess. I don't know. It's very difficult. It's going to take some time to let it all become in balance. But it's doable. It's doable. You know, I don't feel like curling up into a fetal position. So, well, that was a huge step.
Yes. And a beautiful step at that.
That was a huge step.
Because that was an actual being.
It was. That I didn't even know was there till today. And it was not happy, as you could tell.
No. Who would want all the things that cause you pain to be dumped onto it?
Mm-hmm.
That was an actual being who provided that service for you.
Yep.
Because you could not handle it by yourself in this aspect of yourself.
No.
That was a portion of your angelic self.
Ah. That makes sense. That makes sense. Because it wasn't a part, it wasn't something to integrate into this physical body and this physical now. It was a much higher frequency component that was never supposed to be here. Well, other than it doing what it did, but that was definitely not its normal state.
No, it was supposed to be here.
Yes.
It came with you as the walk-in.
Yes.
Because it understood what you would be going through.
Part of the plan.
It was part of the plan. Because in this lifetime, you were to reach a certain frequency of light working. Okay? And most of the angelic beings who are here on this planet to help the planet to move higher in vibration, they understand for those who are to awaken and those who are to reach a very high level of being in their human form, they're going to need special help.
And boy, did that one take a heavy load.
Yes. That's what I'm getting. It was kind of like when your walking came through in spirit form, there was a fractional energy at the same time. There was one being and it kind of split because it was necessary.
Ah, makes sense.
And you are highly angelic, so it was a piece of your angel self that took that on. And we all know we are fractalized being, well, not maybe not all people, but those who are aware enough and awakened and understanding of quantumness understand the idea of fractalization of energy. Okay? And that's what happened when the being who came in to be the walk-in, that's what happened. Part of your angelic self created this other aspect to hold all the emotional qualities it takes to be the human who awakens. That was a special gift to you
Absolutely.
because you've had it pretty hard growing up. And I am saying that in the nicest way possible
Yes.
because I know your story. That is like the understatement of the entire universe.
Yes.
But you were offered this gift. It's like a gift from God. It's a special piece of light of God
Yeah. And
that
that's
came
exactly where he went back. He went back to God
to
to
hold that
heal.
portion of yourself. Because let me tell you, what have I always told you? When I met you, what do I say? You were the most light-hearted, mousy being I've ever met in my life. Spoke very softly, did not speak her mind. She just was just like this. You call yourself the fly on the wall,
Yeah.
afraid to be all of who you are, this magnificent being that you have become.
Thank goodness for that time with all of everyone there at that spiritual retreat. I mean, it was mind bending on every
Yes.
level, soul bending, all of it.
Yes. But the person you are now is not the person I met in 2014.
No, no,
It's just
definitely.
not. It's like two different beings altogether.
Yep. Let's just say that being that you met there was the one my family really liked.
And the one who hid all of her emotions.
Yep, the one who had no opinion, the one who never spoke up, the never, you know, practically yes sir, no sir kind of crap. That person will never come home and be welcome here again, that's for sure. It's like, no, done.
But it wanted to be recognized. It needed to be recognized. And you hid it so well from yourself, you didn't even know it was part of you.
I did not.
And
Nope.
many of us light workers probably have an aspect of ourselves who does that for us.
Oh yeah. I have not heard, I have not come across another light worker yet that was not born or into a horrible situation or had, like, their whole life is a mess. They're just, they just have such trials and trauma and hurts and pains, and I know it's all kind of in preparation for our mission. How
Mm-hmm.
else can we help others if we haven't experienced it ourselves, kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and came out of it in one piece. But it's not an easy job retrieving all those pieces, let's say. And they're
Yes.
about endless. I'm telling you now.
And this whole conversation came about because you wanted to discover your own wisdom. You wanted to be able to share your wisdom. And what did I tell you?
Well, that I did. Well, you brought to my attention, based on what you know of me, that so much of my wisdom came from pain. And I did not want to share that with the world. That was at that moment not what I wanted to portray to the world.
Mm-hmm.
But I see now that that's every bit as needed as all the love and light messages, all the good stuff, because without it there'd be no balance. We wouldn't be balanced.
Yes.
And we ourselves, that is part of our mission, is to come into wholeness, come into sovereignty and freedom, and become into balance with ourselves first and foremost. And boy, did I go through a big step today.
Yes, she did, and came out with flying colors.
Yep, I don't think I could have handled this earlier. I wouldn't have been strong enough to take all that back, handle it and integrate it. But yes, I will today do my own little healing session on all of that. So it'll be more in balance moving forward.
Yes, because it requires your love as well.
Yeah, most definitely.
Your unconditional love, just acceptance. Don't need to delve where the emotions came from, what time period.
That is another good point. A lot of that we need to bring into awareness. A lot of the light workers I've interacted with, you know, most of my friends are awakened in varying stages. And whenever they have healing done, they all want to know, they want it all to nitpick it, you know. They want to know every little thing that was found and why and where and this and that. And it's not time for that. For
It's
all
not
the light
necessary.
workers here in this, it is not time to piecemeal every little thing. That time is gone. Now is the time we do huge healings and clearings and realigning our energies as a whole. It's no longer important to know these little insignificant details because it will serve you no purpose at all. It's more like, you know, instead of having a seed from an orange compared to a giant garbage bag, a leaf and long bag stuffed to the gills with crap. And which would you rather deal with, the seed or get rid of the whole entire bag? That's where we are right now.
Yes, it is.
We are at that level and we need to function on that level and clear and heal and love ourselves on that level now, moving forward, or we're not going to make it. You are not going to make it.
You'll make it, but it'll be a harder path.
And it'll take longer.
And it'll take longer.
Right.
And there are
That's the beauty.
pathways in every which way. You can choose to go in any path you
Right.
decide.
Yeah. With
But
our
if you
free will,
decide
we
to
can
go
choose
with the
the path.
seed piece, you decide to go with the nitpick, you're going to be nitpicking forever
Yes.
until your
Absolutely.
life is over. Because there is a lot to nitpick throughout this lifetime, let alone all the other ones you've had.
Yes. But I do want to add conversely, though, there will be some instances where you'll get in that garbage bag And there's going to be something in there that needs your attention. It's got to be, it will be brought to your attention
Mhm.
to acknowledge, and you will need to know what it is and why it was there
Yeah.
and what to do about it. So don't fear, like when you're doing these huge changes, just like I did just now, don't be in fear that you're going to miss something important, because I guarantee you it will be brought into your awareness, um, for you to do with as you're led to do, or your team, your guides, your soul, your consciousness will guide you. So you're not going to miss a thing. They promise to bring forth any important issues that needs your attention. Otherwise, it's completely safe and very needed to work on the large scale of yourself. Absolutely, without fail.
I sort of want to give you a break at the moment with all the energies you're taking in, but there's an aspect of your spirit that wishes to speak through you at this time.
Mm,
And you can choose to connect to it now or later.
might as well do it now. They're here. They're in me. Oh, it's so powerful and emotional. Making me feel emotional, anyways. I allow whoever is here to speak divine truth. I am Mother Mary.
Welcome, Mother Mary.
I had to come and reassure and give comfort to this one. She is family. I want to reassure all who are going through this tumultuous time right now that that all of us are here to assist you, to comfort you, to heal you, to walk this journey with you. You are not alone. You are loved and cherished. Each and every one of you is special in our eyes. Open your hearts and minds and consciousness to all the love from Creator and all other beings of light. Even the love from your shadow selves. There is love there too. As you take in the love that resonates all throughout the cosmos, flow it through you onto the other aspects of yourself. and everyone around you. There is an endless supply. Let it balance you, cradle you, and comfort you. For it is divine in its nature. It is pure in its energy. And it is endless. From my heart to your heart. Feel that pure love. Take it in. It is needed in this time. Take it in. Allow. I shall go now, but this love will continue. Just think of me, Mother Mary, and this energy will come. The connection is made between me and your soul, no matter the day or time or month or year. It does not matter. Fill yourself with this energy. It will assist you greatly. Do not fear and be in peace. I shall go now. Blessings to all.
Blessings. Namaste.
Oh boy, more tears.
She has such a beautiful energy.
Oh, it's so strong. It's so
Yes,
strong.
it is.
She balanced me. She did. She balanced all that stuff that was put back. I feel more balanced, more grounded, more in alignment.
Wonderful. How lovely is her energy? Yes. Oh my God, that was beautiful.
I don't believe I've ever channeled her before.
You did once.
Did I?
God, you did once.
Wow, that was something. Well, we better stop now.
Yes. So thank you everyone for watching. We love you.
I hope whoever listens to this is encouraged and blessed by my transformation and Sarah's beautiful, heartfelt wisdom and guidance. She's truly a blessed sister in every way.
I love you. And I love you all.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.